Hello there, Andrea Nordling, founder of the Profitable Nutritionist, where we help holistic nutritionists and health coaches make way more money in less time without burnout or relying on social media. It's kind of the best business model ever. If you need more of that in your business, come to theprofitablenutritionist.com, start clicking around, sign up for our email list, and we will help you with all of the free resources available there, including these really fun Ask Me Anything videos. So here's the question that was submitted. What was your first offer and how much did you make? Let me tell you a story. The year, my friend, was 2015, way back. As far as online marketing years go, that was like centuries and centuries ago. It feels like so much has changed since then. But in 2015, I got certified as a nutritional therapy practitioner, never intending for it to be a business. I just thought I was going to go learn how to heal my own thyroid and hormone and burnout issues that I had piled on for years and years of being a business owner and running a business the wrong way. That's a separate story. But I thought I was just going to go heal myself and feed my family better. Little did I know that about halfway through that program, I would go, holy cow, this has to be a business. I have to tell everybody about how much holistic nutrition is changing my life, and everybody needs to know this information. I became a very scary paleo prophet during those years. And I think I've recovered somewhat since then, so that people actually do invite me to dinner at their house, and that all works out okay now. But there was like maybe a iffy time frame there where that wasn't quite the case. It was probably very scary. So 2015 to 2016 is when I was figuring out what did I want my nutrition business to be when it grew up. And I decided I wanted to sell online courses. I knew nothing about online marketing. I was just getting into it. I was just realizing, holy cow, the way I ran my whole real estate brokerage for 10 plus years, which didn't even have a website, was all based on referrals, was very low tech. Like that was one way and it worked. But also there was this realm where you could sell information to strangers on the internet through a website. And holy cow, that seems very efficient. I want that. So I was getting into online marketing and business and learning how much I actually didn't know. And I decided online courses was going to be the best way for me to disseminate the information that I had about nutrition to the masses. I'm going to sell online courses. So my first offer was called Paleo Boss Babe. Yes, yes, yes. That's really actually what it was called, Paleo Boss Babe. It was an online course that took about 6 months to make. I created it with my business bestie, Amy, at the time. We worked on it really diligently for months and months and months. Again, we were figuring out the tech. We were figuring out how to make a course. It was a lot harder back then. Remember, this was centuries ago in internet marketing days. And so we were learning it all out. We were figuring it all out, learning all of the things that we didn't know. And we finally launched this course, Paleo Boss Babe. It, like I said, took about 6 months to create. We sold it for $497 was the price that we launched it at. But if I recall correctly, I think we had various coupon codes, like every day a new coupon code. So maybe you bought in at $297 or $397 or full price of $497. I can't remember how that all came together, but I know that there was various prices flying around depending on what you clicked to and what email and if we knew you or not, and who even knows. Okay. So bottom line is we made a little bit less than $5,000 in that first launch. I know so much now, and I am so proud of 2016 Andrea that made almost $5,000 selling something called Paleo Boss Babe. Like, couldn't be prouder, because holy cow, that's no small feat. But at the time, Amy and I thought this was such a disaster. Oh my gosh, we only made $5,000. Like, we should be millionaires by now. Everybody should have bought this amazing course. And how did every single person on the internet not buy it? That's ridiculous. We will never sell that again. We never sold it again. Never. It just died a very quick death. Paleo Boss Babe went away. I can't say I'm sad about that part of it, but I know so much now that I didn't know then, such as don't kill your offer. Figure out why didn't it sell the way I wanted it to? And like, were my expectations far exceeding what reality would be for a first launch? I would say in this scenario it was. Or is there a disconnect here with the messaging? That's usually the case as well, or at least to some extent. Or is this not a problem at all? And actually it worked really well considering, and we could just build on it and just more people need to see it. That was probably also the case. So I know a lot more now than I did. And that is what happened. Paleo Boss Babe, the online course that died very, very quickly, is the first thing that I sold as a holistic nutrition professional in 2016. After that, There were sporadic one-on-ones that I sold. If you had gone to my website in 2016, you would have like found a smattering. I was the watch salesman. I had a little bit, what do you need? I got something of everything here. There was, let's see, a 5-week sugar detox called Restart. I sold some of that. It was a group program that people went through guided with me for 5 weeks. I sold some of those online. I sold some of them in person. I had an acupuncturist that hosted me in his acupuncture clinic for his clients, and we did that together. I was hustling. I was getting out there with lots of different avenues, lots of different things. I also took the Paleo Boss Babe course and revamped it into something more specific for adrenal fatigue, and that was called the Adrenal Fatigue Detox course. I sold that for years, actually. I also took a component of that course, which was digestion focused, and sold that as an online course called Fix Your Shitty Digestion, which I then grew up a little bit and I changed it to Fix Your Crappy Digestion. Then there was a health membership site where I took a few different online courses that I had created and put them into a membership, and that had meal plans. There were some essential oil courses in there as well, because at that point I also was knee deep in doTERRA and in network marketing. So that was like fused in with all of it. It was all a whole web, as it can be sometimes. Maybe your business is like that too. Nothing wrong with it. I've learned a lot. Here's what I will say. Learning how to sell any offer has a learning curve. It takes practice to sell. And most of the time we quit before we've just put in enough reps selling our thing to figure, like if I had sold Paleo Boss Babe 5, 6, 7, 8 more times, I would have learned a lot about it. I would have been able to tweak the messaging around it. I would have been able to tweak the offer. I would have been figuring out like, who's the right person to talk to about this? Who isn't? But I didn't put in the reps. And you have to do that with any offer. So inside the Profitable Nutritionist program, I teach a much better way to do this than taking 6 months to create an online course that may or may not sell for you. Just the wrong way. Don't do it that way. That's the hard way. I encourage selling one premium offer that's going to make you the most money, and it's going to get your clients the best results so that they can go sing your praises to everyone that they know, send all of the referrals your way. And that is going to really grow your business faster than anything else. What we think we need to do is have this low price offer that we can sell to strangers on the internet, like at thousands at a time. And really, we haven't put in enough reps selling something basic to know even how to sell that online course offer, which is something I learned the hard way. Over a year. It took me years actually to learn that. And so I would like you to not have to take years, which is why I teach a totally different way inside the Profitable Nutritionist program, so that you can start with something that's really easy for you to get off the ground, really easy for you to deliver because there isn't a lot of tech involved. And then you can take all of the data that you learn having sales conversations with your people and working through your process with your clients. What works? What doesn't work? What really like is the fast way for them? And then in the future, you can package that and sell it to the masses when and if the time is right. So learn from me, Paleo Boss Babe. That was the first offer.